The Creative Odyssey is the name I picked to describe my itinerary as an artist, itinerary or journey, and it's actually the story of somebody who grew up being like very much artistic and drawing and getting all the prizes at school, and then not considering like doing art as a job, as a career. But eventually I went to Paris, studied something else to a high level, came to New York, officially was working in fashion and with magazines, and at some point with Donald Trump magazine. So things were happening a certain way, but all the time I had on the side was to actually do art, and I was painting, and I was not really showing the work or anything, but I was exploring paints and different styles in a very, very free mode. And also like being self-taught was part of the enjoyment of exploring without limits and boundaries, without rules. And about 5 years ago only, my parents actually came to visit in New York, and they saw my apartment was filled with artwork, and suggested actually that I would give myself a chance as a career. And this really happened, like to open my mind to that. So that's what I did, and I wanted to catch up with time, and I wanted to also then like learn techniques. I wanted to be good with oil paint when I had been only doing like acrylic before, and I took some classes with Nelson Shanks for portrait, with excellent method that can actually be used also like on still life if I want to do still life. So I learned oil paint with this master, and meanwhile about 3 years ago, sadly, after losing my father, I started to do metalwork to feel that sense of being in a garage. When I was a child, it was like very often like in the car, and he had that passion for the cars. So me, when I am doing welding, I am in that similar environment, and I really, really enjoy it. So I become almost like a boy and do this type of work, and it's really highly enjoyable. So I did a lot of painting, a lot of welding in the past few years, and eventually I broke my arm, and from being kept from the studios, I ended up going to my computer, and I started to write some story of the work. Like I wanted to write what each piece was about, and then I realized that this work could be interesting to put together as a book, because it could actually inspire other people to be creative in whatever they are doing. And that's how the book came out. And the book now is printed. It's on Amazon, and it's about 400 pages of explanation for each concept and all the ideas behind each pieces, on the background of a biography here in New York and how it was related and where the paintings are coming from. So the Creative Journey is the title for the book, and it explains how it is. Like it's very much of a witness piece of this art life, improvised year after year, month after month. And this exhibition, called as well the Creative Odyssey, was there to me for the main goal of making a physical representation of my imagination and my inner world. So the location is not a typical gallery, it's a very dreamy place, and I wanted to organize this exhibition almost as a museum, almost as a place for people to come and visit my mind and be Caroline Bergonzi for an hour or two. So that was the main idea, to invite people in my mind, and to actually be inspired on their own journey and see that something magical can happen and take place. The Creative Odyssey is my own experience that I am offering to inspire people to pursue their own creative journeys.